It's Monday, and you know what that means. It's time for another unboxing. And this time we have something that just came into the PMix Studios to really make it exciting. This has been something I've been waiting months for because it's the first item that I've ever backed on Kickstarter. And I wanted to bring this to you as soon as I got it. So while I had another item planned for this week, it got pushed to the side to wait for this one because I'm really excited about this one. Want to find out what an absolute beast this is? Let's find out right after this. Hey fam, Swati2 Concret Pinik here, and I don't know if you caught on to my cryptic message there at the end about it being an absolute beast. That's because this is the Abxylute One Pro. As I mentioned, it's the first video, or the first device I ever backed on Kickstarter. So I'm really excited to see this. Their first unit received quite a bit of good reviews, and I'm looking forward to seeing how this one turns out as well, because I want to know if this is a great budget option. By that I mean about $250 for a full-size handheld the size of the AYN Odin 2 portal or the ROG Ally X. So let's get this package opened up. Now I ordered some accessories with the Kickstarter. I don't know if those came with it, obviously, because it's my first time opening this package, but let's take a look. It's looking good so far. All right, and then we got this one over here. So this device comes in one color. It's a transparent black. So I'm interested in that. And it does look like I've got some accessories here, so that's great. So as you can see here, I ordered the thumbstick caps. That was about $10 US. I appreciate they must be the same size as the Switch OLED because that's what's included here, Skull & Co. Still, Skull & Co.'s a trusted brand, so if they partnered with them for that, could be good things there. And of course, you know me, I love my screen protectors. So we have this screen protector here. There we go. You can see what the Abxylute One Pro looks like. And you can see they kind of use the controllers, the ABXY, to give Abxylute, give it a unique way of pronouncing it and looking. So I appreciate the little bit of humor they have with the brand there. And also I ordered, you know me, I love my cases for when I take it to church or anything like that. So haven't seen this yet either, obviously. An Abxylute branded one. Okay, has little pull tabs on the zippers there. If you want to make it bigger, attach it to like something, you can. There you go. What you need. All right, so that looks like that pinches down on the screen to keep it nice and stable. Looks like you can put cables there, what have you there. So nice little case. We'll move that off to the side. There we go. I'll keep this off to the side before for now. And actually just move that out of the scene for now. All right, so let's take a look here. The Abxylute One Pro. Cloud gaming console that runs full Android. Do we get any specs on the back? No. Quite a basic box. That's all right. Doesn't have to be overly fancy if it gets the job done. Am I right? So the seal has been broken. If you ever watch this from Jerry Rig Everything, which would surprise me, I'd love one of your knives instead of this X-Acto knife. But in the interim, let's just continue going here. There we go. All right. Open this way. Nope. All right. So I got to open it up top too. All right. I don't know. Do you guys prefer the freeform nature of these videos more than the more structured reviews? Let me know down in the comment section below which way you actually prefer it. So hide this beast for a minute so we can actually see what's here. All right, so the Abxylute manual gives me a lot of things in Chinese here. Warranty policy. Okay, so we got some stuff here in English. Good. Quite simple. Remote play, cloud gaming to get started. It is full Android though, so you can still use your emulators. You can still use things like PlayStation that you can on the AYN Odin 2 portal. And then we also get USB-A to USB-C, decently feeling cable, decent length. Do we get anything else in the box? No, we don't. Okay, perfect. So leave that up here for now. Keep them in the shot, I guess. All right, let's pull this out so you see it at the same time as I do for the first time. Okay. Oh yeah. You know I love transparent shells, and this transparent shell feels great. And this has console style control analog sticks, so it feels really nice here. Good range of motion. Now these are a different type than what are used on a PlayStation or on an Xbox. These are actually the new capacitive type of controllers that are also found on the new AYN Odin 2 portal, or not the AYN, my bad. Or they are also found on the new Anbernic RG slide, but obviously these are bigger and these are console style versus those are switch style. So by that I mean they are the capacitive technology, not the same type of controller. Let's see this. Okay, a little clicky, but not too bad. And then we do, of course, have L1 and R1, the triggers and bumpers. I like that they've used the PlayStation branding for them. Looks good. What do we have over here? Micro SD card slot, 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, USB-C, nice and centered. Let's get a look at the back for the first time. Again, transparent, but they kind of have shielding on it, so you're not going to be able to see anything. But it still feels good. Little bit of ergonomic grips. They're not huge, but just enough that you kind of get your hands like that, slide up. You can say that they feel pretty comfortable. You can see it's pretty thin, and you can see there's no vents on it. It's all just passive cooling. It is using a Snapdragon processor. So let's get this boy peeled. Oh, that was a beautiful peel. Good job, Abxylute, for that peel. So again, 7-inch screen. And we got power button and volume up and down rockers here. They're slightly raised, and I do mean ever so slightly, more flush than raised. But let's get it turned on for the first time. If we got juice, okay, we do. Now you can see with the black bezel, this is not an OLED screen like the AYN Odin 2 portal. It is an IPS display, but IPS displays can look really good. As we discovered with the RG slide from Anbernic, they can look fantastic if they have good quality. And it could be just this halo around it could be their way of their boot up screen. So there we go. All right. Yeah, we can leave it on US English. Country. You all know I am based in Bangkok. So let's go down here to Thailand. Beautiful. Okay, I'm going to pause this while I connect my Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm back. It's connecting to my Wi-Fi right now. And I can tell you right now, they do have vibration motors built in here, and they did feel pretty good. That is probably one thing I can tell you about. The Anbernic had rather wimpy vibration motors. These feel almost as good as a PlayStation or an Xbox controller, so that's great to see. Copy data, we can skip over that. Let me see, let me just go back. Can't use other device. That's fine. It does feel nice in the hand. I do like how the little ergonomic grips feel. All right, so let me get signed in and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Beautiful. Looks like we're accepting terms to get into Google, aka Android. I do like the full size buttons there. RG slide backup. What do you guys think? Sure, we'll do the RG slide backup. Yeah, do my apps. Not that I have any context, but sure. And device settings, sure, why not? So you can see we have home button and whatever the circle button is here. This looks like a multitasking button, but I could be wrong. And now I'll have to figure out what these are. Again, you're finding out with me that as I go too. Sure, we'll turn on backup. Why not? Agree to Abxylute. 10-cent games. Sure, I've agreed to 10 cents before. We'll skip over pin number. Skip being locked. Skip anyway. How text displays. I think we can go with that. Say no thanks. Switch to handheld mode. Okay, sure. Let's switch to handheld mode. Welcome. A to start. At the same time, okay, so it's saying to push these two buttons here to take screenshots. Okay, beautiful. Good to know. Press the home button to go back. Which one is the home button? Is this the home button? I think it is. All right. Oh, yeah, see, now it's showing us. Press and hold the home button to call quick settings. Okay, beautiful. Here are some essential cloud gaming apps for you. Thank you, I appreciate that. Sorry, Xbox Cloud Gaming Services are not currently available in your region. That's okay. There's my Android game that I love to play. This is the toolbar, okay? Recently used server, okay, great. This is your favorites list, fantastic. Exploration area. There's that familiar Android chime. I don't know if you can hear that or not. All right. Interesting. All right. Now, of course, it is Android, so it is a touchscreen. Let's just see how this looks on. Let's get that muted there. Okay, beautiful. So nice touchscreen, 7-inch touchscreen. You can name your team whatever you want. Choose your difficulty. Okay, let's go back home. Okay, that works like a charm. Again, I have to figure this all out myself because this is my first time using an Abxylute device. I can tell you the D-pad is relatively quiet, feels good range of motion. Again, I've been PlayStation and original Nintendo, Super Nintendo user most of my life, so I love the 4-way D-pads. Feels really good, has a nice little curvature there in the middle so the ends pop up a little bit, so it's easy to feel. I like that they give you quick, easy ways to update apps or uninstall apps if you want, or close apps. Okay, that's good. I am learning as I go. All right, so like I said, because it is Android though, you can still get Gmail, you can still get your Netflix and your YouTube on here. You know, you might want to check out your favorite YouTube channel, Phoenix Handhelds, I know, so it's good to have it on the go with you. Again, I'm really impressed with how thin this device is. I'm probably going to be removing that sticker just because I don't like those types of stickers on my devices. But all things considered, I'm quite intrigued by it. Do I have a drop-down menu? No? Okay. Beautiful. Android notifications. Okay, great, great. Appreciate that, Android. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it for this unboxing first impressions. I'm not going to be able to play any games on it. I will do my best to play some games on the short-term review on Friday after I get some time to play with it. So you can, there is a little bit of a texture here I'm feeling. So I'll do my best to maybe have a little gameplay session rather than just kind of show it sitting in the screensaver mode so you can get an idea. I'm going to play some PlayStation on this as the new College Football 26 just came out. So I have to give that a try on here as well. as other things like playing Android games, to try Genshin Impact, of course, and Asphalt. Those types of games. My RB college game is Retro Bowl Classic, is a lightweight game, so should have no problems with that. But I want to try it. This does have a Snapdragon processor inside of it, so I got to put it through its paces to know whether it's a good value for you. Again, the price is about $250 retail for this, and I will have a link to where you can get this in the description on this video as well as on the short-term review. If you have any questions, suggestions, anything like that, as always, let me know down in the comment section, because again, I make these videos for you and I want to know what you guys are looking forward to. But off the cuff, I think it feels really good in the hand, whether you're playing it like a PlayStation or you're playing it like a classic console. I think it feels really great. As you can see, there we go. We got our PS Remote Play, so I can play my PlayStation, Steam Link, Moonlight, and of course, I will be able to also use Game Native, which is the new one that allows you to play Steam games that are normally only available on a Steam Deck on your Android device. Test those out as well for you. And Moonlight is to be able to stream your PC games. So like my laptop that I used for editing, an RTX 4090 in it. So I could stream some really good games on it, like Cyberpunk on it. I could also play Cyberpunk on my PlayStation, now that I have it on my PlayStation 5. So great flexibility with this device. I'm really looking forward to it. Let me know again down in the comments what you guys think, what you would like to see. And until next time, this has been P. Nick.